Hey everybody, I'm Jimmy Rance. Let's have one of those Cracker Barrel type videos. I don't feel like talking about world problems and prepping and doomsday crap. I don't want to talk really about RVing and all this other baloney. I just want to talk. Don't know what. I just want to talk. I'm trying to think of something to say. I don't have planned anything. A lot of people, y'all get your cameras out and you get all your notes ready and no telling what all y'all and your fancy editing stuff. Not me. Not me. What you see is what you get. And if I read something off of I won't say a script, but like what do you call those, bullet points, I'll just let you know that's what I'm doing. I want to, again, I know you get tired of me saying it, but I want to thank all of you that's new to my channel for giving me a chance. I'm just a regular guy. I'm 71 years old. I don't offer anything really thrilling on here. I think what I want to talk about today is something that I've kind of talked about before. In fact, there's channels on YouTube that just talk about what I kind of want to talk about today. They talk about dealing with life after you've lost a loved one. And a lot of them seem to act like one size fits all. And if you do this, and this, it'll work and you'll be okay. That's bull. It doesn't. I'll tell you something, ladies, and I'm going to say ladies, and I know you guys do it too, because you're in the same shape as me. You're now widowed, and now you have to do everything that whenever you were married, your wife used to do all this stuff. Well, that's kind of what I'm learning right now. I'm not lazy, and I don't mind doing stuff around the house. I'll do it. No complaints. But I'll tell you something, ladies. Since my wife passed away last September, this coming Friday will be 6 months that she's been gone, and it feels like yesterday. I guess time is what it's going to take to make things heal and be better. But I'll tell you something, I need more time or something, because this is really tough. I hear a lot of you out there talking about how you like to be alone and all that. I've said this before, that I'm just not there yet. I don't really like being alone. And you know what I miss? As stupid as this may sound to you, but I miss getting a hug every day. A hug every day I would get. And every day I would give a hug. I remember Bobby used to tell me, God, Jim, you give such good hugs. I never really understood that, but I think I get it now. I miss that. I really do. And guys, if you're married or you're in a relation, hug your lady, man. Hug her, tell her you care about her, how important she is to you. It's important to do stuff like that. But for all of you people that like to be alone, I can see it, I guess. I can see how you could enjoy being alone, where you can do what you want to do. You don't have to answer to anybody. Cook what you want, wear what you want. You can do pretty much anything you want to do without having to answer to anybody. I get that. But I want you to understand from my point of view, for whatever that's worth, and this probably applies to a lot of you. I've talked to a lot of you guys who were in long-term marriages and you lost your spouse, and you don't like being alone. Well, see, a lot of us are alone not because we choose to be alone. We're alone because something happened to our spouses, like death. It's not like having a knockdown, drag-out divorce. And so whenever that happens, you get your freedom from the divorce court. I can understand you enjoying that. But whenever you, like a lot of us out there that just deeply loved our wives and they die unexpectedly, well, it just leaves a big hollow hole in your heart. I don't know any other way to say it. I didn't choose to be alone. It just happened. And I keep asking myself, it's only been about 6 months, and I'm 71 years old, like I said. And I wonder if I'll ever get to love again, love another female again. I don't know. She's going to have to be very special, not rich, doesn't have to be beautiful, doesn't have to be twiggy or real skinny or any of that. But she would have to know what love is. And I'm not talking about sexual love. When you get my age, that's not that important. It's really not. You want real agape type love. And I think I miss that. I really do. But boy, I can't believe I'm looking around at all what my sink and all that's over there, and I washed a bunch of dishes and stuff today. I cooked some food, and I'm not used to doing everything. I'm not used to doing the wash and making the beds and then doing the floors and everything, doing the grocery shopping, putting everything away, doing the vacuuming, the dusting, and just everything. But I think what I'm going to do, but I don't mind doing it. I really don't. It's just, there's just so much, and I need to learn like a rhythm, you know? Again, this is just a Cracker Barrel talk. I'm just talking to you guys. I don't have anybody to talk to. I really don't. I really don't. I live in Colorado. I live in a very nice community, but I don't really know my neighbors anymore. There was a time where I knew everybody, but now I don't, because it's a military, I guess it's a military type neighborhood, I guess. I don't live on a military base, but there's a lot of military that lives where I live. And they're always coming and going, deploying, coming back, and then they get relocated to another base. So I don't have any friends. I don't know anybody. And it gets lonely, and I'm a talker. And I need somebody to talk to, and I don't have anybody to talk to in person. Oh, sure, I can call my kids and talk to them, and I love doing that, but it's not the same as like a one-on-one chit chat like with, just a friend. Stuff that we can talk about that you don't talk about with your family. Nothing bad, just, I don't know. But man, I want to say thank you also to those of you who make comments and stuff. It's very helpful. A lot of you are very compassionate type people. You're nice people. And at the same time, there's other people on here that are know-it-alls. And there's some of you, and I want to talk about this a little bit because, and I want to say this, and I don't mean to step on anybody's toes, and I'm not directing this towards any one certain person, because this happens quite often from a lot of people. And what I'm talking about is whenever you email me, and I like getting your emails, and I'm sorry if I'm slow to write you. I have a lot of stuff going on as far as YouTube and my emails corresponding. I put my email out there in my description on my channel. So, I pretty much invited you to email me if you wanted to, but understand I'm starting to get to the point where I have a lot of people that kind of write, not terribly a lot, but enough that it takes me time to, to get back with you. But if you do write me, I want you to think about something, okay? I want you to think about, I'm trying to get the right words. I guess I'm just tripping around here trying to figure out how to say this. A lot of you want to know details about my wife's death. What happened, how it happened. Did we know, did we not know? And folks, I can't talk about it. It's still too fresh, even though it's been, really not even a half a year yet. There's just some things I don't want to talk about. Please don't ask me private information about my wife and her death, but please don't do that. I'm trying to heal, okay? And I think I am. I got a long ways to go, but I am healing. And when you keep asking me these same personal questions about my wife, I feel like it pulls me down because I'm trying to move forward. So I'll tell you just about anything you want to know about me. I'm almost an open book, and I would appreciate it if you would, when you talk to me and you ask me stuff, let me ask things back to you. I'd like to get to know you a little bit. I've had people, men and women, who have sent pictures. You sent pictures of yourself and your pictures with you and your spouse and your family. And that's so kind, because whenever I write you back, or if I see you here on YouTube, it kind of puts a face to it, to who I'm talking to. It makes it a little more personal. And I really like that. You don't have to send pictures or anything. I'm not saying that. I mean, see, you guys see me. Every time I make a video, you know what I sound like. You know what I look like. You know the type of clothes and crap I wear. You even know what kind of refrigerator I have. And there's my stairs over there. Hey, yeah, do you see my full trash can? I got to take care of that tonight. But again, when you write me an email or something, or even if I even asked one time on a video, I guess this was kind of shallow on my part, but I ask you, please don't tell me that you're sorry that my wife passed away and, oh, I send my condolences. I realize that's you being kind. I realize it, and I get it. I guess I've heard it so many times, that I guess I'm tired of hearing it. And once again, it's because I'm trying to move forward, and I don't want these reminders about my wife's death because it's too painful. I don't know if you guys have the type of marriage that I had. And I'm not trying to build it up to make it seem like my wife and I walked on water, but I'll tell you something, I can't think of a more perfect marriage than what we had. Now, I'm going to say this too, because someone said something to me the other day, and you're really right, but the way you came at me, it kind of irritated me. I'm going to be honest with you. Because a while back, I made a video. I was really upset and I was angry. And I had said some things that I shouldn't have said. And it was talking about things that I learned about my wife after she died. Very personal things, and things that really hurt me bad that I found out. There were some secrets. And no matter how I tell that story, it makes my wife look bad, and she's not bad. I understand why she did and said what she said to me. I don't really want to get off on it because it makes her look bad, and she's not bad. She was great. I couldn't have asked for a better wife. But when we first met, she told me some things that weren't exactly, how do I say it, true. They weren't real bad things, but they were very important things. In the end, it was important. And when she died, I found out that a lot of these things were cover-ups. She had some secrets. They're not real, well, I can't say they're not. No, I can't say anything about that. Again, anything I say makes her look bad. It's really a love story. My wife loved me so much that whenever she first met me on YouTube, I'm talking a long, long time, over a decade ago, she had a different username. And she became that username online, like I guess we all kind of do. A lot of you guys have usernames, and it's not your real name. My real name's not Jimmy Rants. My name is Jimmy or James. Yes, it is. But she got to a point where she was so crazy about me that she didn't want to be this other online person that she created. And so she had to kill off that person. And I don't know. I don't think I should be going this direction. So anyway, while we were married all these years, this decade, she did not want me to know that she was this other person that when she met me. So she online killed off that person, and then she came to me as who she truly really is. But I was very attached to this person that she killed off. And whenever this other person I thought died, which was a fictitious person, it tore my heart out. It tore my heart out. So why am I saying this? I don't know. So not only do I have to grieve the loss of my wife, But there's a lot of things that I found out after she died that I did not know, that she didn't share. Again, she did not tell me about these things that she's trying to cover up, because I think she thought in her mind she loved me so much that if I knew the real truth about some things, that I would not trust her and I would disrespect her, and it could possibly ruin our marriage. And I also think that because I am almost 10 years older than my wife, I think my wife thought that I would die before she would. And I think she was hoping that her secrets that she had could remain secret because I would probably die first. She wasn't counting on that she would die before me. And when she did pass away and I found out all these things, such as the person that she killed off way back in the beginning was really her. She was pretending to be somebody else. But she fell in love with me and she had to get rid of that person. And she had to come to me as who she really truly is. And that's the person that I fell in love with. There's a whole lot more to the story. But again, there's no way I can tell the story without making her sound like a horrible person. And I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to disrespect my wife like that. You know what I mean? I probably shouldn't have said what I said right here. But make no mistake about it, I love my wife and she loved me. And you cannot be married or be with somebody over a decade. And she shared and showed me the kind of respect and love that I think a real, true marriage should have. And that's what I cherish. And I wonder, being 71, I'll be 72 this August. And I'm not out there amongst the magnolias, as we say down south. I'm not out there trying to find a replacement. As somebody said once before, I was talking about going on a cruise. And I wanted to take somebody with me in a platonic relation. I wanted to maybe go on a cruise, go to maybe San Diego or LA or Frisco, wherever, get on one of those luxury liners and take a cruise maybe to Hawaii. And a long time ago, I said, I wonder would any of you people be interested in maybe making a trip with me? Just one person. But I said I wanted a female. I don't care what you look like. It's platonic. There's no monkey business. None of that. You know what I mean? It's just like two people being able to be friends and just go take a cruise, which I've never done before. I've worked on boats on the oceans all over the world, but I've never been on like a vacation cruise. And I thought that would be really fun. And one person said, you're just doing this. You're just trying to find Bobby all over again. You're doing this to replace Bobby. No, that's not true at all. I'm not doing that. That's not true. Am I open to another relationship in the future? Yeah, I am. I'm only human. I don't know if I want to die alone. I don't know. Do I like, how do I say this? Do I like loving someone? Absolutely. And that's one thing about me. I'm very loyal. I'm very loyal. Like if you're a friend of mine, and I only have one real friend, but you can ask him, I'm the best friend he ever had. Why? Because I'm a real friend. So if I'm friends with you, you can count on me. But the question is, as far as like relationships, can I count on you? Because I know who I am, and I know what kind of man I am, and I know what I bring to the table. And I'm talking about everything from security to actual agape love. I don't think all of you can say that. I don't use people. I don't try to keep up with the Jones. I don't do that. I live within my means. I'm a homeboy, a homebody. I don't really go and do. And I think that's probably because of my age and some other reasons. And I enjoy company. I guess I'm just talking to y'all folks. Don't look down on me for it. I'm just talking out loud. Like I said, I don't have anybody to talk to. So I talk to this camera, hoping that maybe you'll listen. Maybe you'll respond. And if you do, I'd appreciate it if you'd be kind of kind. You know, when somebody loses a spouse, they're kind of in a dark place. And we don't need to be drugged down by your negativity. Number one, I won't tolerate it. Number two, I will boot your ass out of here so quick you won't know what happened. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. And even though my name is online, Jimmy Rants, I like to rant about things that I'm passionate about. And when I tell you something, I really truly believe it. I'm not just making this up. I don't run to it like a lot of you content creators. You won't admit it, but you do it. You go to AI to get all these ideas and you're scripted. And to me, that's not real. Me, I try to be real because that's what I'm looking for. I left mainstream media and all this stuff because I'm tired of these Hollywood stage production acts. And that's all they are, is acts. I really wish you would just get on here and just talk from your heart to the people. But I'm not going to tell you how to run your channels. I'm not. But I don't do that. I don't do that. You know, whenever you see me on here jibber jabbering like a monkey in a tree, this is who I am. Take it, leave it, like me, dislike me. If you want to be a friend, I appreciate you reaching out. I try to talk to every one of you. Sometimes some of you say things that just irritate the hell out of me, but I still try to write you back. Or I at least thumbs it up. I'm getting to a point where it's kind of hard to write everybody, but I do my best. I really do. And for those of you who write emails to me, thank you. Thank you. A lot of good people out there. A lot of good people. And that's what I need right now in my life. I need good people. And you know what? You need good people in your life too. Thank you for letting me talk. Just get a few things off my chest. I really appreciate it, guys. And I know most of you are probably gone, but again, like on YouTube, I hit the other day my 1,000 subscribers, which was my overall goal. I did that in 8 weeks. And now I'm going into my 3rd month of restarting my YouTube. Thank you for helping me get to that 1,000. I'm not monetized. I don't have sponsors or anything. It was just a personal goal to see if I could do it, and I did it, and I'm very happy. You know how hard it is to get to 1,000 subs in 8 weeks? I hear it's almost unheard of. I don't know how I did it, but we did it, and we did it all together, and I thank you for it. I thank you for your hospitality. I thank you for your comments. I do thank you for your internet friendship. I really mean that, guys. And even if I knew you back in 2012, that doesn't give you a right to act like a jackass to me. There's no pardons for that. Be respectful. This is not 2012. This is 2026. We're all much older. We're a lot more mature, hopefully grown up. So let's act it, okay? It's okay to have fun and joke, but don't try to one-up me. And some of you try to do that. And when you do that, I resent it. I don't try to one-up you. So don't do that to me. It's not appreciated. Either be kind or be gone. That's it. Thank you guys for listening to me. I'm Jimmy Rants. Wow, what a long Cracker Barrel thing this was, huh? But I like doing this. Oh, one last thing. I did receive a big box yesterday on my front porch. That was from ehobbytools.com. It was a bunch of village stuff that I ordered. And I was supposed to get one more thing today that I ordered off of eBay. It was I thought it was $170, but I ended up paying $180. I was wrong about that the other day. It was a $250 village piece. It's like a spooky, toxic train car that a company called Department 56 produced. It's retired. They no longer make it. And I've been looking for this thing a long time, and I got a really good deal. And it was supposed to be here today, but I got notified today that it's hung up and it won't be here till tomorrow. So I'll just be patient a little longer. Okay, guys, sorry for the long video, but thank you for being here. I appreciate it, man. I'm Jimmy Rants.